Happy Tuesday, everybody! Welcome on in, welcome on in. I'm Archivist Emmi. It's nice to see all of you today. Hi, Flip. Welcome on in, Hydra, with that first. How are you guys doing? Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Today we are playing more Final Fantasy XIV because I want to. We're moving right along through A Realm Reborn. We finally met our BFFFs, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. And it's going good. Nothing bad will happen ever. Not one time. Ooh, Adventure Emmy today. Yeah, I thought I'd change it up, Hi, Flip. Wow, Flip, this is your first time chatting. That's crazy. You've been here for a while. I'm glad you're doing good, Hydra. I'm doing pretty well myself, doing pretty well. Yeah, so Final Fantasy 14, yo. Let's go. So last time on this game, we met the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and they're like, we need help figuring out what's going on with some primals. And if you don't know what primals are, they're basically summons. But there's like a lot of different peoples that summon them for like protection and stuff, but then they do bad things, so we have to like strike them down. Hi Skeeth, welcome on in. For now we must run halfway across the universe to get to the Dry Bones camp. Do I go this way? Nope. Go this way, yes. So we're gonna go get this aetherite here and take a sharp right and head over to Eastern Thanalan. First we must get the aetherite at Blackbrush Station. I'm in. I'm attuned. Can you imagine having all of these already attuned? Original Emmi can. This Emmi, not so much. This Emmi is a brand new adventure. She runs with her feet places. At least you get flight after you beat the weapon. Like, at the very end of A Realm Reborn. It is not my first time playing, but it is my first time playing through a lot of this content in a very long time. It's been a long time since I played A Realm Reborn. Huh, does jumping actually increase the rate at which you travel? No, at least I don't think so. I just like to jump. It's just a thing I do with MMOs when I'm running places. It's just a habit. Hell yeah! I did a replay through of it last year. Nice! What did you play as? What did you play as? Yeah, I'm very excited to go back through all of the expansions before Evercold next year. Trying to get through a Realm Reborn as quickly as humanly possible, though. This is my least favorite part. It does lay a lot of good foundation for stuff later, but it's definitely interesting. I'm Isabard, here to search for the missing folk, I take it. Minfilia sent word that an adventurer fitting your description would be along. She also warned us to be wary of the Amalja. It seems we know who the culprits are at the very least. Now, I bear no official title at this camp, but the people here have come to look to me for leadership. You have my word that I will do all I can to help see the victims safely returned. Swap between warrior and ninja since you get so much XP. Yeah, that's fair. That's what I usually do with expansions, too. Cthulhu, you are honestly so right for that. Does jumping make you move faster? No, it's an early WoW flavored habit. It is so true. That's where I picked it up. Especially because I always played as a night elf. And the night elves do the like forward front flip when they jump. And it was just so much fun to run around doing that. Yep. Cthulhu knows what's up. Cthulhu knows what's up. I did attune to that, right? I'm not crazy. Well, let's get right to it then. Minfilia names the Amaljas and the culprits in all this. You would do well to investigate them first. Much harm has been levied on these lands by the Amalja hands. The flames burn where they might, but their light cannot stay the darkness in all places at all times. You get that S64 randomized jump. It's true. There have been brutal murders of callers at the Church of Saint Adama Lindama, innocents wishing no more than to pay their respects to the dead. The poor souls deserve a proper burial. I would see to the deed before the mongrels catch their scent, but I know not if the Amaljas still linger. Would you secure their remains for me, friend? You will find them on the eastern road. 12 willing, you may even come to learn something of where the what the Amaljas seek in this area. Probably primals. Primal friends. Okay, I did get it. Yes, you gotta get the spin. So you do it every now and again just to see which one you get, or until you get the special one. Yep, so true. Oh. One thing about being a summoner is remembering to summon Carbuncle. When you first log in. Ripe corpse. Oh dear. You sense the hostile presence. Wow, these guys are really low level. I feel a little bad. Retrieve ripe corpse. I like how they turn into flowers in my inventory. How nice. Look, I got stuff to use. I miss having the raid party as a summoner. Tank pet. You for DPS, chocobo healer. I know, right? It was always good. Oh no, what am I gonna name my chocobo? What am I gonna name my chocobo, guys? How prevalent is use of macros in this game? Are there any comparable to weak auras from WoW? So it's actually funny. You can write your own macros. So I have, on my regular main, I have a ton of macros for different stuff. But I don't think, they don't work quite the same as weak auras and stuff like that. It's good to see you returned. Were you able to secure the remains of our fallen? With the bodies given back proper to the earth, the soul will find their way across the other side. You have done a noble deed this day. I thank you. Yeah, it's definitely not the same as WoW. WoW, because WoW really is cool with like third-party stuff. Yeah, so, but Final Fantasy XIV really isn't super cool with a lot of the third-party stuff that WoW would be cool with. In fact, people always say, like, you know, you can use, like, what's that one dress-up mod that people use a lot? It's like, oh, use it, but don't talk about the fact that you're using it, you know? I mean, I've never used mods, so I'm lame like that. Can you make one to, like, automatically summon Carbuncle? No, I don't think so. There's no, like, on-load triggers. It's just a button trigger, which should really be the same as just pressing the button. FF14 wants you to play the game, and if the game isn't, like, user-friendly, then they'll more often change the game. Or be really slow about changing the game, which also happens. Now then, what of the Amalja? Did you see any? Surely, such massive monstrosities as they cannot conceal their presence must less take their quarries unawares. Ah, so there were Amalja remaining after all. I feared as much. Their part in the lowborn disappearing is all but confirmed. But I sense there is more to this than meets the eye. The occasional Amalja raiding party would not account for people going missing in these kinds of numbers. The total is too great, and the questions too many. It would not surprise me in the least to learn of another hand in this. But whose? Countless travelers pass through the Drybone every day, and even if there were one among them, how would we best discover who may be implicit in these vanishings? Words hard. Oh yeah, I have so many crafting macros, especially when you're leveling up stuff. That's true, but they're mostly really slow because they're working on a lot of cool shit. No, the devs for Final Fantasy XIV are really great. They very much, they definitely listen to the community in a lot of ways, which is really nice. What say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves? It may be among them that we find the reasons for these vanishings. 12 forbid it be so. There is a merchant by the name of Ungust, who was born here in Drybone and grew up in the Golden Bazaar. A rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone. I'd wager he's in the inn, quaffing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him, else he's not like to speak to you. Let's go talk to the local town drunk! Yeah. Don't ask, don't tell. That's the official devs policy. It's so true. Grimmy! Thank you so much for the lurkies. In case there's any mods watching, I don't use mods. In case there's any devs watching, I don't use mods. Formal disclaimer. There are no mods usage here. Well, gods be damned. You're that bloody adventurer who threatened me back in Ul'dah. What in the seven hells do you want from me now? Dear friend, blech, missing people, please help. Yours, Isambard. Folks around here are as wary as they come. They'll turn tail and run if you so much as pass wind nearby. Play them all for fools and coax some hard labor out of them, did I? If anything, they're even more timid than before, what with all the disappearances. You can go and talk to them yourself if you don't believe me. So I went to talk to him just to tell him to for him to tell me to go talk to other people. Alright. They don't care if you use the DPS meter mods unless you use them to talk shit. Yeah, that's a big no-no. If you're gonna use the DPS meter mods, like, use them for your own edification. Don't use them to call other people out. And then they show them in the world first ult clears, and when you get to do the dance all over again. I know, right? It's like, don't show them! Don't show them! That will get you banned. I know. Which, honestly, I'm really happy about that, because if it didn't, like, that could get so out of hand. Look, I'm not the best player in the universe, so, but I try my best. But I don't want to be called out for that shit. Oh, it's a ban? Yeah. Yeah, so, like, you can you can officially, like, quote-unquote have it, right? And use it for yourself. Like, if you're trying to get better, you can't talk about it to other people. Like, oh, you can't be like, oh, you did bad. Been playing Ninja since Heaven's Word, and I know I'm shit. I don't need the meters to tell me I do my best, though. Right? That's how I feel. If it didn't, it would get out of hand. Like, wow, oh, for sure. Look, I'm like, look, if my party's still alive at the end, I did my job. I'm sorry if my DPS also sucks. Please, miss, just leave me be. That was... Sorry. Okay. No one wants to talk about it. That's why I don't play ranked in anything. That is fair and good life advice. I've got nothing to say but this. Foul take who or whatever has been feeding off us low folk. So no one knows anything? Well, what do you want from me? I don't know anything, I swear. Please don't kill me. Another, I don't need the numbers to tell me I'm bad. Yeah, I know. So I'm always scared to do high-end content because I know I'm not great. I have nerve damage in my left hand, and so like I'm fine, right? Like I can play just fine, but I can't like. But I do have like a delay that's like a little bit slight. Like it's not noticeable, but like it would be if you were trying to like do like a click thing, like a test for like how fast you can click stuff. Just as I told you, wasn't it? A whole lot of them are terrified. There's been folks getting abducted, but if you ask me, they simply up and move on to the better place. This place isn't exactly Costa del Sol, if you know what I'm saying. Why is my HP so low? Because I am low level. I'm a small bean. $10K. Yeah, we talked about this the other day. The mana power is that's just the default. It's the same always. Welcome back, Emmi. Have you learned aught of import? I see. I suppose I should have expected as much from Ungust. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. The common folk are nothing if not forbidden in their religious beliefs. Perhaps if they speak freely to their gods, then the clergyman may know something of use. Choose a reward. What's this? But I want my hat. If we would know what the common folk speak of to their gods, we've no better place to turn than this Church of Saint Adama Lendama. It is a small and humble church found to the northwest of here. And so long as you're headed there, might I ask you to deliver this embalmed corpse? A morbid request, I grant you, but it must be borne to burial, and I trust none more than you to see it done. I just showed up here. Man, people are so trusting in this world. Seek out a man named Marquise. He tends to the graves out of the lich yard. He will tell you where their body is to be interred. Alright, I gotta go bury a corpse. Man, that guy's got a mount. Not fair. Gimme. Hi, Marquise, yes. A body, of course. There have been so many bodies of late. I apologize, miss. If you seek a place of burial, then there is an empty grave atop the ridge. Take the path and lay him to rest there. Is this the path? What, do I have to dig the hole myself? Well, come on in, Sector. Do I detect mount jealousy? What, did I just put the corpse here? Oh, okay. Well, that was easy as burial. Was there no, like coffin or anything? Just bury him right in the ground? Alright. May they all walk in Thal's realm. What? Missing people? I'm afraid I cannot help you. But maybe Sister Orson can. She's been kind to me. Everyone has been so kind. You look suspiciously familiar, my guy. I don't know why, though. Pardon me. We'll find Sister Orson within the church walls. What you hiding under that? What you hiding under that cloak, huh? Hmm? If you know, you know. Oh, who might this mysterious Marquis be? Who knows? Santa. Yeah, it's definitely Santa. I hear you have done us the service of burying a fallen soul. Please accept our gratitude and extend it to Isambard when you see him next. You seek knowledge of the missing drybone inhabitants? It is true I am closer to the people than others of the Order. I confide in them and they in me. When they wish to speak to their keeper, Thal, I am the medium through which they do. Should I learn anything pertinent, I will be sure to share the information with you. I only wish Marquis? I don't know how they want me to pronounce this. Be more helpful in the matter. I pray he did nothing to offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity. His scars run deep. Indeed, he seems now to prefer the company of the dead over the living. While tragic, I fear such behavior ill befits the church. I received word not long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man named Thancred, I believe, took offense at his conduct. I must have word with the Marquis soon. I want to call him Marcus, because I don't know how they want me to pronounce it. That's his name. His name is just Marcus now. You can find supplies down in the camp. That's nice. What? I love the little chocobos. They're so cute. What am I gonna name my chocobo, guys? That's gonna be a huge endeavor. Thank you, Emmi. A burial is no easy thing, even when the departed is a stranger. Were you able to learn aught of the missing common folk? You've been keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you, Emmi? Sup, Thancred? A pleasure, my dear Isambard. The name is Thancred, and I share passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons and why. I, too, spoke with Ungast more times than I care to count. There seems to be some truth to this notion of the common folk speaking their secrets only to those in service to the gods. Prostration, prayer, penance, abject deeds done behind closed doors, away from prying eyes. Who better to take the pious unawares than she who takes confession? The good Sister Orson herself. Orson! She couldn't! She wouldn't! Even the most beautiful roses may have thorns, my friend. And you would be wise to keep an eye on this rose. Still, the Lich Keeper Marcus. I'd swear the 12, I've seen his face elsewhere before. Yeah, you have. Sister Orson, it cannot be. Though she is wont to travel to the Golden Bazaar on her own, and it is not uncommon to see her speaking to the children, but no, it could not be she, could it? I grow weary of these suspicions. I know there is one child in particular that she is fond of. Pray, seek out that boy, Emmi, and see if you cannot glean from him something about Orson's activities. Okay. Where's the kid? Why is he so far away? Hi, Alina! How are you doing? Why is he so far away from the town? Is there like an orphanage up here? Is it a settlement? Oh, there's a back way out of this town, I forgot. Whoops. pretty good seeing you play this as like a trip down memory lane. Yeah, it's been a trip down memory lane for me too. What's up? Don't worry, I'm just talking to myself. It's fine. Everything's fine. Ah, job. You guys have fun with that. Hello, Zara. Welcome back. How are you doing today? Please help. Sister Orson went out all on her own and she hasn't come back. She always reads to me right here about Thal and the Order and the other side. I told her I lost my shiny thing and she went looking for it. But what if the monsters outside heard her? Please, find her. Okay. I just got here, but alright. If you insist. Good, good. Chilling after work. How's the adventuring? Adventuring's going well. We're trying to figure out who is kidnapping people. Thancred thinks it's this lady. And to be honest, I don't remember. What you doing? Why are you getting attacked by zombies? It has to be a Lala there behind everything. It's always the Lalas. You're the one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. It seems my gratitude is yours yet again. You spoke with a child? Yes, well, I was able to find his lost trinket. It is a ring given to him by his mother before she passed. I will see it safely back to him. Hey? I don't think she did. Yeah, I can't trust them. The Lalas make up for their height with schemes. It's so true. It's only the Lalas when money is involved. There's always money involved. That's the problem. I need a new TV show to watch. I just finished watching The Pit, and I'm like, I need more TV to watch. I started watching Widow's Bay. It's an Apple TV show that's kind of like Stephen King-esque, mild horror show set in like a northeastern island town. It's been pretty good so far, but there's only 3 episodes out, so I caught up already. Ooh, I love sci-fi. Hold on, let me write that down. Where does one watch said show? I have not seen Midnight Mass. I have heard good things about it, though. Scavenger's Arena is so good. Ooh, I have to check both these out. I think it's on Max, but I torrented it. Okay, I'll check it out. Sister Orson was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar. Gods forfend. I will secure a room at the inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for the mementos of orphans and risking her own well-being in doing so, no less. Certainly not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have us believe. Yeah. Maybe we just learned Thancred's wrong. I am well glad I received that in-room for Sister Orson. It seems she received greater injuries from her attackers than she initially let on. Thankfully, she is expected to make a full recovery. But now, on to the matter at hand. Thancred came looking for you once more. He left word that he will be waiting at the Amalja encampment to the southeast. I pray the two of you will be able to uncover some evidence regarding these disappearances. Midnight Mass is great horror with very well written characters set on a small island community. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Sounds right up my alley. Alright, so Amalja Wrong Places. That's the name of this quest. Someone was trying to be punny. I see him. There he is. Thancred, what are you doing? Ah, there you are, Emmi. So good of you to come. Indeed, I've heard all about good Sister Orson. Isenbar said her wounds were serious. It would seem my suspicions about the poor Rose were misplaced. But false though they were, perhaps my suspicion was not entirely without merit. Whilst following Sister Orson near the Golden Bazaar, a band of Amalja caught my eye. I dragged them as far as this encampment, but, well, let's say I would much prefer to keep my distance and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you, dear Emmi. Would you be so kind as to look inside? Don't flirt with me, Thancred. We all know who you're in love with. Like 80% of the quest names are puns in the English translation. That's true. What, am I just supposed to kill these guys? Oh, killed that guy. Ruby Carbuncle really showed that guy what was up. Or Topaz Carbuncle. One of them. Who is Thancred in love with? You'll find out. Urianger! Yes, it's Urianger, 100%. Well, did anything tickle your fancy? I found a queer leaflet. This leaflet. See the wealth of knowledge to the hands of your children. Looks like to be some sort of assembly to provide the poor with work. Lettering, though. Atrocious, is it not? And these bits about Nalthal seem somewhat less than studied. I find it hard to believe one among the Order penned this. Pray, take this to the inn at Camp Drybones. Let us see what Sister Orson makes of it. Was going to say himself. I mean, if I looked like that, I would be too. Hi, Tilby! All I know is it's gonna be real weird hearing Sam Riegel voice Alphino for A Realm Reborn. Hello, you brilliant angel is also a bunny. Hello, my darling Topi. How are you today? Oh. Was this not where I was supposed to go? Where the heck is it, like up there? My day has been made with that comment alone. Aw. Very sweet. You're amazing. That is good to hear. Good to hear. How about myself? I'm doing well. Where is this? Where's... Oh my gosh, she wasn't here. This guy, look at this guy. That's so funny. I love this game. Now let us see what she makes of this leaflet. Oh my gosh! Raffy! Raffy, is that you? Thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the archive. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you, thank you. Raffy Dragon Fish Gentleman at your service. Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. I was like, where the heck is this lady? I hope you're having a great day, Raffy, though. I love your hat. You look very dapper. Very dapper, Mr. Fishman. My savior comes again. To what do I owe honor this day? What is this? Blasphemous! These are not our teachings at all. This was not made by any true brother or sister of the order. Of that, I can assure you. Come to think of it, weeks ago, the church was plagued by missing garments. Could someone be posing as a priest of the order to deceive the people? Thank you, Raffy. Oh, that's fun. Oh, the fun community's so fun. I love this game. The plot thickens, Emmi. Our culprit pretends to be a priest to lend credence to his deception. There is no doubt an irony in there somewhere. I suspect we have a worthy adversary on our hands. I shall consider how best to handle this. For now, tell Isambard what we have learned. What words come out of my mouth? Words. Everybody's so silly. Alright. Posing as a priest, to think! This troubling notion aside, it is gratifying to finally be able to move this investigation forward. Once again, thank you once again, Emmi. I shall keep my ears and eyes open now more than ever. You should definitely do that. Now I gotta dress up to deceive people. Or maybe. I'm afraid I have not seen any unusual activity, nor have any at this camp given me cause to doubt them. But unless we can identify the culprit, and soon, more innocent victims will fall. More innocents will fall victim. I said that in the right order. Do not despair yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. I tried to talk while sneezing, and that didn't turn out so well. Thanks. I was like, hold on to that, I sneezed. Achoo. I suspect our suspect has been posing as a priest, using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the poor. Let Emmi and me serve as by posing as impoverished souls in need of succor. Ah, I dare hope that this will yield the answers we seek. It will be a dangerous undertaking, but you two are more than capable of looking after yourselves. I'm next to useless in battle, but I can supply the garments for your disguise. These old tunics and socks should serve your needs, so long as you don't mind the smell and the stains. Oof! Idea come to you. You need to sneeze. It did. It was like, you must sneeze. These will serve very well. You have my thanks. Listen, Emmi. So as to lay the foundation of our little ploy, we must make it widely known that more vagrants have arrived at the camp and are desperate for coin. To this end, I want you to don the old garments Isabel has lent us and beg for work around the camp. Before long, the false priest should catch wind of us and approach. Don't mind me. Oh, I gotta put the clothes on. Is that it? Is it just the top? Okay. Look at me. I look like I need some work. Hey, you got any work? And you are? Another refugee by the looks of you. The immortal flames have neither work nor corn for your like. Be gone. And see to it you don't make yourself a nuisance. Rude. I preach the teachings of Azima, the warden. Hast thou come to partake in the honey of her wisdom? Azima is the keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. All is laid bare beneath her light, the light of her divine countenance. Open thy heart to this light, needy child, and thou shalt not want till the end of days. Okay, but can I have, like, a job that actually gives money? Then use the land plate and they'll never know the distance. That's true. Is really nice. So totally true. And I was about to get to the good part. Working? Looking for work, you say? Sorry, but we don't have any openings. Now get out of here so I can finish my story. Damn. Apparently I gotta go to a different town if I want a job. Ermagard. Ermagard. That's a fine name. Greetings, good madam. Is there aught you might assist you with? Oh, I don't believe there is. I'm afraid our wares are very expensive. Perhaps you should rejoin your fellows out at the pond north of the Sandgate. Say what? Oh, up there. It was actually up there this time. Got any work? What is it? Oh, it's not again. Look, being poor doesn't give you the right to pester whomever you like. Why don't you keep to your own kind out by that muddy pond of yours at the dry bone? Damn, you guys. So rude. You have quite the knack for being a nuisance, Emmi. The camp is abuzz with the talk of newly arrived vagrants. And though we were unable to track our wayward transgressor, we were able to learn that the poor have a commune by the pond north of Sandgate, to the east of here. The eyes of the authorities do not reach that place, rather ideal for spiriting away hapless souls. Sounds like you were saying, oh my god, that was the joke I was making, because it's, oh my god. It's like, oh my god. Needs to say you'll need to remain in disguise. Okay. I won't put back on my nice clothes that I, you know, worked so hard to get. It's fine. I thought this said mysterious Billy. That's what I read. It's very mysterious, Billy. I don't know, I would call this a pond. I mean, yeah, I guess it's a pond. It's got like 2 inches of water in it though. It's more like a puddle. Hi, Robbie. I see you have a nice fire. Hope you're enjoying yourself. A fine day for catching false priests, wouldn't you say? You look absolutely smashing, Emmi. Positively dressed for deception. All that's left then is to wait for our quarry to appear. Oh, you poor unfortunate soul. So sad. Okay, Ursula. This is no way for men to live. No way at all. Who are you? What do you want? I assume he'd be putting on an accent. Be at ease, child, for I mean you no harm. I am the priest of the Order of Naldthal, and I come to offer you succor. This leaflet bears the teaching of Nald. Trust to them, and they will surely set you free from the shackles of penury. So sad. It's true. Tempting offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. On account of the atrocious performance. You think we would have made... you would have made a goddamn awful mama, August. What? How did you know? You bastards tricked me! Please don't hurt me. I was only doing it to protect my people. Is that so? Do continue. Very well. I'm a man of the Golden Bazaar. Raised there, if not born. Some moons ago, the Amalja raids began. They would appear sudden as a sandstorm and plunder and pillage at will. Our defendants couldn't stand against them, few as they were. Everyone lived in fear. Hi, Ashes. How you doing? I wanted to save my people, but being a merchant was all I knew. And so I did the only thing a merchant could. I approached the Amalja in hopes of brokering a deal. In return for sparing the Golden Bazaar, they made demands. Outrageous ones. Demands? Of what kind, pray tell? First of all, they wanted the schedule for the crystal shipments from the Nanawa mines. For this, I bribed one of the workers to leak me the information. Next, they wanted me to bring them people, so I posed as a priest to lure in the vulnerable and give them over to the Amalja. I didn't have a choice. Protecting one's home is a noble thing, but at the cost of innocence? You could have sought the aid of the immortal flames, yet you did not. I suspect you are not telling me the full story. What made you sell out your own people? Speak! The was good. Was he about to say the pay was good? What did you say? The coin was good, I said. I could sell mole meat for a score of lifetimes, and could not see even a fraction of what the Amalja paid me. You sacrificed innocence so that you could line your own pockets. Words fail to express the contempt I feel for you. Spare me your contempt. If you want to blame someone for the mess the world's in, blame yourselves or the gods. Not you again. Hi. Were you the ones leaking the Immortal Flames patrol routes to the enemy as well? Spit it out. No, I know nothing about that, I swear. At this stage, I'm rather disinclined to believe aught that leaves your mouth, but no matter. There'll be time enough to learn the truth. Emmi, be a dear and take word of these developments to Minfilia, would you? Pray return to the waking sands. I shall prize everything I can out of this filth. The abductees are still out there somewhere. Our foremost priority is to rescue them. I think Thancred's gonna employ an age-old tactic of information gathering. Ah, yes, the age-old tactic. Have him listen to Alphino talking for hours. Exactly. That is the one. For whatever reason, I was under the impression you were going to suggest Thancred do something more scandalous. Thancred would totally do it, though. If two Zeta flares were to collide, do you think they would explode on impact? Or would the two mages who cast the spells would have to... I don't know. It's a good question. It's a good question, Red Dragon Sage. What do you think? What do you think would happen? Well, after casting Zeta Flare, the mages die. That is true. I think it would create a nuclear explosion. Personally, I would think they'd have to beam struggle. This is like in Harry Potter. I think that Wook Lamont is fun. Do you, Topi? She's not here yet. She won't be here for a real long time. Welcome back, Emmi. I am pleased that you and Thancred have been getting along. I see. You have done well to uncover the truth. My thanks for the report. As Thancred said, we must ascertain where the abducted were taken, and none but the Emulga know the answer. Suffice to say, they will not willingly part with this information. I fear blood will be spilled before all is said and done. To each their own, Topi, to each their own. Skee's like, nah. I'm happy you're here with me too, Topi. Though we seek a peaceful solution to the primal problem, we must needs be ready to fight for our cause. That you might take to the field suitably prepared, I would have you meet with a goblin acquaintance of mine. His name is Mudamix. Ooh, it's like a Vitamix. What is that? The vitamin solution? Mudamix Bubbly Pots. Bubbly Pots! That's the best name. I want that to be my name. Bubbly Pots. He's a scholar of no small repute. Mudamix is renowned for having introduced a revolutionary method of enhancing equipment to Eorzea. The knowledge of this method was once closely guarded secret, but thanks to Mudamix and his students, it has now been disseminated to the great benefit of all the realm. Yeah, you want me to learn how to put, to meld. Got it. This one? Of course. Twirling your feet and kicking your hair. That seems like it's a little backwards there. What do you got for me? Okay. Just grab blue quests. Just grab them. Alright, where's Betamix? That's fair. I understand that. No one wants the harassment. Harassment is no good. So this is where we learn to we take a gem and we hammer it into our gear. I think this is what this is. Look at him, he's so cute. Fish! Ska! Who is Uplander from Tent Ring of Munamix Bubbly Pops? Fighty tool drinks in airy self. What? Those were not words. When full of airy self, Fighty tool changes to shiny stone, name of materia. If materia joined with other Fighty tool, then big eyes. Fighty tool gains power of airy self. Psh, ska. Munamix is reckoning that Uplander is friend of Minfilia. Yes, tongue flaps reach ears of Munamix with fastness. Minfilia wants Uplander to see power of materia. Uplander brings Fighty tool to Munamix, yes? I got this dagger. Fighty tool is unstrong as eating tool. Make good teachy show of power of materia. The materia master. There can be any collab in this game. What would you choose? Uma Musume would be friggin' hilarious. Now eyes of Uplander pointy at Fighty tool, yes? Psh. Materia join with Fighty tool. Fighty tool gains power of materia. Fighty tool reborn. Here, Uplander, take the Fighty tool to Minfilia. Materia, strictly speaking, is a kind of crystal. It's created by drawing out the etheric constituents from a piece of equipment and then crystallizing them. Not just any ordinary old equipment will serve, mind you. It must have a sufficient spirit bond. That is, being a measure of how fully the item has been imbued with the owner's spirit. When you attach a piece of materia to your gear, you imbue it to the host's item with its power. That's how Master Munamix turned the dagger of yours from something that would have struggled to cut a stake into a weapon worth wielding. Psh, ska. Uplander wish to be joiner of materia? Then Uplander best fill brain case with knowings of crafty making. With knowings of crafty making, Uplander can become joiner of materia. If Uplander wants brain case to rattle with knowings of materia, Uplander best trade tongue flaps with learning ones of Munamix. Would the horse girls be summons or a new race, or even mounts? Imagine if you can get their hairstyles for real. God, no. People would want the race to be playable, and we don't need that again. No. It would just be like, you know, it'd be like Nier. It'd be a raid. It'd be a new raid. You're guessing I'm a new player? I am not. I am replaying through the game, though. And I haven't played A Realm Reborn and Heavensward in a hot minute, so it's been a minute. Maybe on the Evangelion collab we can get their hairstyles as well. That'd be fun. We already have Hama Musume. We have Elemental Horse. Surprised you didn't go with New Game Plus. Yeah, I wanted to make Emmi, and I didn't want to change my regular Emmi. I made an alt to relive the older expansions. Yes, this is my alt. Other Emmi is Emmi, and this Emmi is this Emmi. There's too many Emmys. What would you guys say? Yeah, this is just not reading this. We only read things that are related to the main story, and this is just here. Learn how to extract materia. The Emmiverse. It's true. There's a lot of Emmi happens. Deliver it to Minfilia. Oh my god, how many times do I have to go back to Horizon? Hi, Steph, how you doing? And what other collabs could we do? We could do that time I got reincarnated by a slime. That would fit. I think we could get a Rimuru mount, a Ranga mount. You know, I really like A Realm Reborn. I'm glad that you do. I don't mind it too much. I don't think it's half as bad as people say it is, but in light of all of the stuff that comes later, it's obviously fairly the weakest. Thank you so much for the follow, Verons, and welcome to the archive. I love near raids so much that I queue up Paradigm's Beach just to watch people suffer. Well, if you don't queue up, then you'll get Crystal Tower. I think it's just a shame when new players burn through A Realm Reborn fast because more experienced players say that A Realm Reborn is bad or boring. So a new player has a preconceived that, oh, this is bad, I might as well skip it instead of experiencing for themselves. I mean, I definitely think you should play through A Realm Reborn because you lose a ton of context otherwise. Like, they really build up the sense of community is really built up in A Realm Reborn. I queued a near raid just to cause chaos on the Alliance raid roulette. I get a reaction, relief, and despair at the same time. Half the people are like, thank God it's not Crystal Tower. And the other half are like, oh God, it's not Crystal Tower. Oh, what a remarkable difference a single piece of materia can make. Granted, the skills needed to manipulate the substance are not easily acquired, and one need look upon the results to realize such efforts are worthwhile. As I'm sure you are aware, the quality of one's equipment can be a difference between victory and defeat. Materia may well give you an edge you need, Emmi, so make it your ally. Now it is time to discuss the matter of your next mission. Pray speak to me when you are ready to begin. I am always ready to begin. Give me that weapon coffer. Whoop. Looks the same as my old one. Also, can I get back to my regular clothes now? Biggest tip I can give them is to take it slow. Going fast kills this view 100% of the time. That's true. There's so much in A Realm Reborn that taking it slow is definitely the best bet. Oh shoot, guys! I'm almost to my bird! I can't wait. Can't wait for my bird. Word has arrived from Thancred concerning our ongoing investigation. It appears he was able to extract some information from our friend Ungust, the false priest. He revealed that he is due to meet with the Amalja to discuss their dealings. The Immortal Flames believe that the meeting will present an ideal opportunity to ambush and capture the Amalja responsible for the abductions, and so they have Ungust attend as planned. As the Amalja are anticipated to offer fierce resistance, the Immortal Flames have requested our support. I would have you provide it to them, Emmi. Thancred is presently attending to other matters, but will join you as soon as he is able to. Until such a time as he does, you will be the Scion's sole representative on the ground. Before he left, he bade me tell you to save some for him. Such is his confidence in you, a confidence I share. When you have made ready, pray take yourself to Camp Drybone and report to the Flame Sergeant leading the mission. May you walk in the light of the crystal. So much teleporting. Give me my mount. Give it to me! Are you in this building? Yeah. Ah, you're Emmi Arcos of the Scions. My thanks for coming, friend. We're stronger for your assistance. Allow me to brief you on our mission. Our objective is to capture Amalja and prize from them the whereabouts of the abductees. The Lizardmen aren't aware that their man Ungust has been exposed. When they come to the rendezvous point to meet the traitor, we'll spring the trap. Owing to the clandestine nature of the mission, we can deploy only a small contingent. Every member must count, and so we requested the aid of the Scions. The rendezvous will take place at the Invisible City. Please make your way there and lie in wait. We stand to learn much and more of the Amalja plot if the mission succeeds. Emmi, let's make sure it does. First primal fight incoming! Ah, Nameless Flame Sergeant. At least he doesn't have the name... Yeah, or however they like to name those guys. Yeah, the Limsa names, I'm just like, you know what? Everybody's getting a nickname. It's probably the first 3 letters of their name. Because I'm gonna butcher whatever this is. I found the invisible city, you guys. It's pretty visible, if I'm gonna be honest. Is the bait in place? Our man has been in position, sir. Good. We make our move as soon as the Amalja appear. Yes, sir. Can I queue for the extreme version of the primal fight? That'd be more fun. Ah! What is the meaning of this? Wait, something's amiss. Uh-oh, there's more than we thought there would be. Good thing I'm here. I'm afraid your little ambush didn't here. I eluded the Immortal Flame's clutches for moons before finally being caught. Did you not wonder how I managed it? It was almost as if someone was feeding him information from the inside. I, under your every movement, was known to me ahead of time. Now, as much as I'd love to chat a while, I have appointments to keep. They're all yours. You're about to make some people's level very fast. Yeah. Very fast for them. Holy shit, there's a lot of you guys. Guys, stop trying to die. Oh my gosh, there's more of them? Last time I didn't kill the ads, everybody died. I really like my AoE back. Cursed level sync. Good job, guy. Thank you so much for the follow, Red Dragon Sage, and welcome to the archive. Arcanist makes you feel like a Pokemon master at time. It's true. Go, Topaz Carbuncle. I choose you. Put your weapons down or your comrade's a dead man. I don't have a weapon. Behind you. Oh, shit. You're not a Vera on your alt. Very curious. Why is that very curious? Because of the bunny ears? See, what I said was, the Vera are too sexy. I don't have that kind of vibe. So I went with a her. We'll find bunny ears one day. The rest of you march. Yeah, the bunny ears. I know. She's too short to be a Vera, basically. Traitorous scum. But I got witch hat. So we're halfway there. I fear the Amalgam mean to give us to their god as an offering. If I must die, then let me die a soldier's death, with steel in hand. The Bowl of Embers now accessible. Alright, well, I'm gonna teleport out of here. Hope you guys are doing okay. See you later. Oh, I can do this NPC too? Nah, that's no fun. I'll see how long the queue takes. Where the heck is the duty finder? It's you. I play her because I like playing human in fantasy worlds because it's so immersive. I can see that. Yeah, a lot of times I like to play the more like normal races in fantasy games too. It's kind of weird. The average wait time is 6 minutes. What am I gonna do for 6 minutes? What am I gonna do? Hurry up, someone out there queue up as a healer. Jake. Thank you for the hydrate, Cthulhu. Aw, you rolled a row. Nice. Sure, I'll queue up. Tall, pale circles around my eyes, beard, long hair. Yeah, see, I made Emmy. Look at how cute I am. Look, I'm a cute version of Emmy. Adorable. My main is Makote, though, and it is hella weird not playing a Makote. I'm just like, this is wrong. This feels wrong. Yes, I'm cute now. She's also cute. I was just saying they're both cute. Look how both cute we are. I'm only 2 levels away from never having to wait in the queue again, so that's nice. So what did everybody do this weekend? What data crystal are you on? Probably people ahead of me in the queue. Went to lunch with my brother and niece. Oh, nice. Primal. Yeah. Well, we're on the same data center, so that's nice. Well, thank you for trying. I appreciate it. It's always good to spend time with family. My sister-in-law is going to be flying out to visit me to see a concert in a couple weeks. So that'll be fun. My mom's coming out too, actually. Is it BTS or... Yes, it's BTS. I'm thinking about doing a 3D vlog for it too. Oh my gosh, it's ready. No one back out. None of you back out. I don't like this. People haven't clicked fast enough. Come. God damn it. I knew it. I knew it. I can feel it. I can feel it. Oh, did you already beat it? Did you already beat Ifrit? One second. One. I can't believe it. I had a group. Come back, group. Alright. I'm waiting to the 6-minute mark. And then I'm gonna be sad. Freaking memorize withdrawn from their duty. What do they think? They think we all of us got time to spare? We all got time to spare? I ain't got time to spare. Now the average wait time is 5 minutes. What the heck? What the heck? See, this is why we don't play DPS, you guys. How on earth would you ever level for anything? It'd take forever. Maybe on Primal, but on Cactar, I got instant Q'd every time with a healer. I don't think I ever had to wait. What did I do this weekend? I think I already mentioned I went ice skating. I worked on porting 3D Emmi over to Unreal Engine. I'm working on the shaders because it's been the hardest. On round 3, Edward, you don't have to keep going. I do appreciate the effort though. fixing of the shaders in Unreal because I don't have access to the same toon shader that I was using in Unity. But it's looking pretty good. It's looking better. I'll have flexibility to build out more stuff too. Custom stuff than I had in the thing I was using in Unity. So that's nice. I don't think everything will get done for it to use it for the BTS vlog, but definitely hopefully soon after that. Oh my gosh, why am I yawning? Stop yawning. Ah! Oh, thank God. Light party. My problem with leveling alts is I need to do craft and gathering again. Yeah, that's also true. See, what's gonna happen is Lord of the Inferno, hearken to my plea. Lord of the Inferno, deliver us from my misery. Oh Lord, your humble servants beseech you. I'm gonna read this too much because poor people are stuck waiting for me. They're gonna let... Ifrit's gonna eat us. Please, scorch the heathen souls into your cleansing fire. Make them your own. Bloody hells. Bring those two as well. What's going on? This ain't what we agreed. None but the servants of Lord Ifrit may hold the right of summoning. The souls of the unbelievers are forfeit. No, spare me, I beg you. Pitiful children of man, by my breath I claim you. Arise once more as my loyal minions. Heh. Oh, mighty Ifrit, my one true god. The words are my bread. Impossible. Why did the sorcerer you resist my master's will? I don't know. Could it be your soul already belongs to another? Oh, that's cool. I guess I'm gonna beat you up. Forsooth, thy frail mortal flame can serve as a vessel of blessing of what one? I smell not the taint of another upon ye. The truth of thine allegiance waxeth clear. Lo, thou art the godless blessed number. The paragons warned of thine abhorrent kind. Thine existence is not to be suffered. Well, shit. Alright, don't fuck it up, you guys. And by you guys, I mean me. Succumb to the inferno. Should maybe get out of that. Nails. Thou art strong, mortal. That's true. We're doing great. Scholar has like 4 spells at this level, I just found out. Yeah, for real. The fairy should do all of your healing at low levels. Oh, I made it a crystal. I didn't leave any for Thancred like I promised. Sorry, Ifrit Cthulhu got my soul already. You're a little too late. Rip. Hi, Taco Biscuit. Oh, come on in. Oh. I've got the power of 2 crystals. Oh. Pray forgive the lateness. Yeah, Fairy Soul heals just everything at under 30, for sure. It's not so bad. The only thing that's bad is if people look at me, they go insane. Yes. Just, wear, like a face mask the whole time. I was delayed by the congregation of the Malja Zealot. I swear, each seemed more evangelical than the last. Persistent lot. Whoa! Phew. I see the Bloodsworn wasted no time in extracting the captives. No less than I expect from the Flame General's hand-picked men. As for those two, it's fair to say their hardships have only just begun. They have much to answer for. I feel I owe you an apology, Emmi. Had I known this mission would prove so dangerous, I would never have left you to face it alone. You have been given a veritable baptism of fire. It's fine. Let us continue this conversation in more agreeable surrounds. Camp Droway, Drybone, shall we? This way, sir. Hi, Brianna. Welcome on in. So that was the mighty Ifrit. What a disappointment he was. The readings are nowhere near what I had anticipated, even taking Ul'dan interference into account. You should know better than to rely on 5-year-old data left by the 7th Legion. Nor can we expect any forms of support from the motherland, given the troubles at court. We only have ourselves to rely on. Ever the pessimist, my dear Livia. Promise me you'll never change. We've wasted enough time here. That meter of yours is too old to give us any readings worth a damn. Not that there was aught worth a damn for it to read, but I take your point. I suppose we must content ourselves with the knowledge that we've achieved our primary objective. Yet I find I am troubled by that adventurer's unexpected show of strength. Could such a foe prove a hindrance to our plans? Perhaps. But that's just a consideration. But that's a consideration for another time. You have been given a task. That is your priority. I suggest you treat it as such. Fails to do as my lord commands, and I will spare him the trouble of punishing you. With allies like that, beware a woman in love. I shall need to be on my best behavior. He won't be. Your feed is full of Final Fantasy XIV content. Mine too. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my gosh, someone gave me a commendation. That's crazy. Why would they do that? Oh, there you are, Emmi. Come rest a while. You will have no better opportunity. After witnessing their god's ignominious defeat, the Amalja will be less inclined to risk our wrath, for the time at least. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. I was in the process of apologizing. I do hope you can forgive me. I arrived too late to be of any use, to you or the abductees. They may be whole of body, but the same cannot be said of their minds, for once a man is tempered. But it ill suits me to dwell on the negatives. Amidst all our fortunes, there is still reason to rejoice. Ifrit is slain, and by your hand, no less. That is the deed of no ordinary individual, Emmi. Not that I ever thought you were ordinary. On the contrary, I have long suspected that you have the potential to shape the fate of this realm. What can I say? My fine eye for talent remains undimmed. And Philia will be proud beyond all reckoning when she hears of your deeds. I trust you shan't object to my bearing her the tidings. That way I can claim to have contributed something to the mission. You, meanwhile, have earned yourself a rest. Take some time now to relax. Return to the Waking Sands when you're good and ready. We can discuss the matter in more detail then. Just don't take too long, will you? The realm's problems won't solve themselves. Pray return to a realm reborn. I think not, Urianche. I shan't do that. If you collect enough commendations, you can get rewards. That's like a lot. It requires a lot. There's like a, I know there's like a mount. Yeah. 3,000 to get the mount. Is a lot. Look at my little panda. He's hiding under my hat from the rain. That's adorable. Oh, it's very sunny over here. It was so sunny, I got confused. Yeah, it's the mount's pretty cool. Someone in my guild had it. Only my other server. It's definitely a lot easier to get it as a healer or a tank than it is to get it as a DPS, but a lot of times healers will end up getting it more often than not. Funny thing is, my main took like 3 years to get the comms for them out, and my alt took 6 months to get 2,000 comms. Comm grinding. Maybe people are just more generous with giving out comms nowadays. Ah, the triumphant hero returns. Thancred told us the news upon arrival. He is presently in the Solar giving the full report to Lady Menthilia. You should join them at once. You should join them at once. My tongue is getting in the way. My late arrival nearly cost Emmi her life. I wasn't there when the Emulja took her prisoner. And I wasn't there when they served her the Ifrit. Yes, by some miracle she survived, but that does not excuse the fact that she should never have faced such dangers alone. I utterly failed her. Just as I am failing you all. What is done, Thancred. You can ill blame yourself for every... Hey guys, what are you talking about? Emmi, it is so good to see you again. Impeccable timing, my friend. I just finished regaling Menthilia with your heroic exploits. Thancred has told me everything. You have done well to return to us. The perils you faced were undeniably great, yet part of me believes that I had no cause to fear. And now we can put paid to our long investigation. That's a sentence. As we suspected, the Emulja undertook both the robbery and the abductions with the aim of summoning their primal Ifrit. Nor is this tale limited to Ul'dah. Several incidents have been rife in both Limsa and Gridania of late. I dare say you've been curious as to how these crimes are linked to the primals. Permit me to explain. Having manifested in the physical realms, primals must consume ether if they are to maintain their presence here, and the stronger they become, the more ether they require. Now, ether exists throughout creation. It flows through all life and permeates the very air that we breathe. Alas, this alone will not suffice to sustain the likes of Ifrit. Nay, he and his kind are required a more concentrated source of ether. Crystals. It is for this reason that incidents involving crystals can often be traced back to a primal. Which leaves us with the why of the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how primals are born. When all is well with the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of ether. However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals cry out to their gods for deliverance from suffering. These cries serve as a beacon toward which the primal's essence is irresistibly drawn. It is this coming together, or this etheric coalescence, which grants the being's physical form. Once born, a primal gains strength from its followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful their gods become. But the primals are so seldom satisfied with such reverence as their adherents freely give, and in order to gain more power, they do not scruple to create followers. They do this by tempering mortals, a process to which you yourself were subjected. Yet even as Ifrit took your comrades in this thrall, you alone remain unaffected. This is thanks to the power you possess, the Echo. You know the why of it, but those blessed with the Echo are immune to primals. We know not the why of it, but those blessed with the Echo are immune to primal influence. It is though a greater power protects us. When first you came to us, I told you that the Echo would be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. I trust you now begin to see why. The recent incidents all share a common trait, meticulous planning. Such elaborate designs are a new development and one which fills me with an unshakable sense of foreboding. While I share your concerns, my presiding feeling is one of relief at your safe return. The immortal flames assured me that they will deal with the aftermath, so you need not concern yourself with that. We may rest easy for a time. I suggest you take full advantage of the respite, Emmi. You may be sure it won't last long. Once the people learn the identity of the hero who felled Ifrit, I fear you will have nary a moment to yourself. What? Whether she intended to or no, Menthilia neglected to tell you something. Something I think it would be best you heard from one of us. It concerns the tempered abductees that were rescued. I am sorry to report that they are all to be put to death. The flames with whom you were imprisoned included. Needless to say, this information must not be made known to the public. I swear to you that we would not do this if there were any other course. Once a man is tempered, he is tempered for life. His very existence lends strength to the primal whom he cannot choose but to worship. So we scions continue our fight, that no more innocents need be sacrificed. I hope that you will continue to stand with us, Emmi. But I should be going. I must offer my apologies to the Flame Journal for the losses of his people suffered. Till next time. Damn, tempering's rough. Gods forgive me. How many more lives? Louis Soir would never have allowed this to happen. I have to do better. I have to be stronger. It's time for a training montage. Everybody's sad. Everybody's sad. I really need to start post a Realming Worm. I've been doing all the Realming Worm side quests before playing it to maximize my free trial. The free trial now goes up to Shadowbringers, so I mean, you got a lot of content to get through. Until not so very long ago, you were one of the many adventurers seeking to make their way in Eorzea. Of your character and courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Thereafter, you traveled the realm, aiding those in need without the thought of reward, confirming Y'shtola to Y'shtola that the Scions would benefit from your aid. And no sooner had you joined us than you personally behested the primal Ifrit. You have achieved a great deal in a short time, and won fame in doing so. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as you will soon discover. You have guests, Emmi. Or rather, you have guests. I do? Beg pardon. They want me to join them. Ah, Lady Minfilia, radiant as always. I'm given to understand that the Scions of the 7th Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. I am here on behalf of the Maelstrom Grand Company of Limsa Lominsa to offer said hero a place within our ranks. Huh? As you can see, Emmi, your recent exploits have garnered you the intentions of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Each organization would have Ifrit's bane for its own. To this end, all three have sent officers to court you. They would not ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit. That they have is evidence of their high regard for you. I find myself wondering how word of Emmi's deeds spread so quickly. That the immortal flame should know if a triumph is to be expected. But what of the other grand companies? Tartaru, what you doing? Eep! Y'shtola's best girl. I can see that. I can see that. Your reputation precedes you, Mistress Arcos. 'Tis no ordinary woman who can face a primal and emerge the victor. The Order of the Twin Adder has need of valiant women such as you. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us ensure the peace that reigns over the Twelveswood. What a pleasure it is to finally meet you, mistress. My commander speaks of you in the most glowing terms. A woman of your talents belongs with the immortal flames. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us secure the prosperous future for Ul'dah. Is that the dance she does when she's caught? Yes. That's the oh shit dance. The Admiral was not exaggerating when he said you have the look of a hero. Full often does she speak of you, friend, as do others in Limsa. Long before the rest of Eorzea took note, your name was well known to us, owing to your various deeds on behalf of our citizens. It is only natural that we should want you for the Maelstrom. Join your strength to ours, and together let us see the grand vessel of Limsa Lominsa to share the shores of glory. This is a lot. Lady Minvidia. Very well. Though I'm quite sure you need no reminding, mayhaps a brief summary of the situation would help to clarify your thoughts on this matter. As you know, the Grand Companies are all-encompassing organizations empowered to call upon the martial, economical, and technological resources of their respective city-states in the time of strife. There are presently 3 such organizations in Eorzea: the Maelstrom of Limsa, the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania, and the Immortal Flames of Ulda. Serving a Grand Company means serving the nation to which it belongs. You will be charged with its defense and tasked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful service, you will be furnished with various rewards, some of which will prove useful to you in your other endeavors. If you are agonizing over which Grand Company best deserves your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent. Should you wish to shift your allegiance at a later date, you are entitled to do so. And yet, I concede that it is no small choice that you face. A thought occurs to me. You will, of course, recall that there are 3 city-states are planning to hold the Remembrance Services. Well, as part of the proceedings, I am given to understand that the leader of each Grand Company will deliver an address. Hearing these addresses ought to help you make an informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? A fine suggestion. You are as fine as and wise as you are beautiful, my lady. All right, guy. Very well, let Emmi hear our leader speak, then return here with her decision. We eagerly await your answer. I gotta go listen to people talk. This is your fault. Don't look at me like that. This is your fault. I know full well that adventurers are by their nature a liberty-loving breed and best not suited to the disciplines of military service, but I strongly urge you to join the Grand Company nonetheless. While the promise of reward is enticing in itself, it is not the only benefit. You are possessed of great power, Emmi, and with it you are capable of doing untold good. Yet know that great power is wont to attract attention, not all of it friendly. There will be those who will wish you ill, and you must needs be on the lookout for them. However vigilant you are but one woman. In the midst of a Grand Company, however, you are one woman amongst many. A friend amongst friends. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. I can think of no better arrangement. Don't be mean to Tataru. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean to her. She's my little nugget. Of course, joining one organization need not mean leaving another. I hope we can continue to rely upon your aid. The 12 knows that we will have need of it in the days ahead. The Grand Company seek to protect their own nations. We Scions, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole. Similar, yet not quite the same. Now then, I expect that you will be afield more often in the future. As such, I would have you carry this link pearl with you at all times. It will allow us to stay in touch regardless of location. Yeah, she gave me a cell phone. Eorzea is changing, Emmi, and you have the power to help shape it anew. None can say what the morrow will bring, but so long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we cannot achieve. Now, it is time you made ready for your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tataru. She will apprise you of where and when the remembrance services are due to take place. Happy Taco Tuesday, AT! I'm gonna have quesadilla for dinner. Does that count? I can't remember if they pronounced Tataru's name as Tataru or Tartaru. I think it's Tataru, but my brain doesn't remember. I'm sorry about all the attention you're getting, Emmi. I might have sung your praises a little too loudly and often to a few too many people. Next time, I'll be sure to hold my tongue, literally if necessary. Anyway, I expect you know where and when the remembrance services want to know where and when the remembrance services are taking place. If all goes to plan, Gridania's Grand Company, the Order of the Twin Adder, will hold the first of the 3 services. The Elder Seer, Connie Senna, will deliver her address at the Mikote Amphitheater. I should probably mention at this point that due to the organizational changes involved in assembling all of the involved parties, it's possible that the order of service might change. Still, there's not much we can do about that, so make Gridania your first port of call. Next, you'll need to go to Ul'dah, where Flame General Raldon will be addressing the masses at the Royal Promenade. Last but not least, you must make your way to the stateroom in Limsa, where the Maelstrom Chief, Admiral Merylvib, will be giving her address. Thank you so much for the follow, Taco. And welcome to the archive. 100%. She's scary. I wouldn't message her. She made you famous. It's true. Oh, I always use Tillamook cheddar. It's my favorite cheese. Units is accessible via the Admiral, so yeah, I know how to get there. Gotta teleport a long way, you guys. I'm trying to remember when Alphado shows up. That's what I thought.
I lost my son to the calamity. The 3 seed seers are all together.
Some say you
Oh, thank God, I don't have to talk.
without stumbling over a body. Our forebears were once strangers in the Twelveswood. Fearful of the Green Wrath, they hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled sunlight of the forest. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs.
Technically, it was on the boat, because I was in
that
Limsa.
Gridania was born some 5 centuries ago. Working hand in hand, the Hyur and the Elysian settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization, and soon they were joined by folk of all races. So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of the matron, Gridania flourished into
Hey, look, there they are.
the nation it is today.
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the Elder Seed Seer. The entwined serpents represent the unity between Hyur and Elysian.
Oh, his voice is so wrong.
Do not agree.
In accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced a life of peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us. Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the Twelveswood. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest to Eorzea, we rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder that we might push back the encroaching darkness.
Oh no, I love Sam, but
And it was
he just
we
doesn't
who
quite fit.
prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, that all the peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat. "5 years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Cartano. It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost.
Countless.
As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice. Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity. The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed, each waking hour a struggle to survive. Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable
That does happen from time to time.
deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable. So beleaguered from
My
within
children!
and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark
They look
times
so
are upon us.
the same.
Time was a man could walk
pox
the
on that
high
bloody
roads
Ixal.
without fear.
On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join with me in honoring their memory.
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
Everybody's voice is weird.
The destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike. Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood. Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival.
Yeah, fuck the
If
Garleans.
we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to
Though at least
the
one of
woes
them
our fellow
ends up
man.
wanting to fuck the warrior of light.
Thence
So.
is harmony lost.
Right,
And
actually.
harmony is the founding principle of Gridania. We are gathered here to honor the fallen. Let them be honored not only in word and thought, but through concerted action. I bid you
Hey,
join
yo.
hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder standard. And together,
You know
let
Xenos
us
would be
heal
down
the forest's
if the warrior of
wounds,
light asked.
that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs. For serenity, purity, and sanctity. We must think of the children.
Woods will be done.
It's up to us to protect the forest. All the elementals!
Protect the forest. Oh, I thought you were talking about Sid. It's true. I don't know if Sid would be all that down. I don't get the vibe that Sid's in love with the Warrior of Light. He's in love with Nero. He just doesn't know it yet.
If you'll permit me, Alfie no. And my sister, Alize, at your service.
Hi, my children.
I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler. You might call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
That's all right. But there be spoilers in everything that I say. The Gridanians are unfortunate enough to have Wow, okay, stop. The Ixal are unquestionably more troublesome. Being of natural warlike disposition, it won't summon their bloodthirsty primal Garuda. Wow, hearing the Realm Reborn voices is a throwback. It's throwing my head for a loop is what it's doing. The Sylphs, by contrast, are peaceful in nature, with being mischievous rather than malevolent, and they have long been on friendly terms with the Gridanians, until recently at least. Alas, they have grown aloof, a change observed at roughly the time they summoned the primal Ramu. Same here, it's been years for me. Me too, it's been a very long time. Gridanians have no love of war, and they consider open conflict a last resort. Though they clash with the Ixals ever more regularly, you may be assured that they do it in self-defense. As for the Sylphs, they are yet bound by a peace treaty, though one wonders how long it will be before it is broken. The Twelveswood was grievously wounded during the calamity, leaving Gridania vulnerable to attack. The people are hopeful that restoring the wood, and therefore the power of the elementals, will put an end to their woes. Yet how long it takes? Centuries, I'd wager. Meanwhile, the Ixal will continue their incursions, spurred on by Garuda and her insatiable appetite for destruction. Whether the Gridanians like it or not, sooner or later it will come to all-out war, and when it does, the Order of the Twin Adder will need all the help it can muster. How valuable might the aid of a capable adventurer prove to them then? Are you gonna say this at all of these cities? Like, who is this child? Who is this child? What is he doing here? Those are my twins. My twins, I say. I get the feeling he's gonna lecture us again and again for quite a while. I love listening to his little lectures. He gets so excited about them. I think I can teleport over there. A 10 stream watch streak! That's awesome, Hydra. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you next time. Destination. Here we go. Waiting. Gotta listen to Rowboy. That's my official nickname for Rowbon. Rowboy.
Behold, 'tis the Sultana Nanamo, her
Nanamo!
Roban as well.
She's so small and she's got a cake dress.
Souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert, where the fire burns brightest and shall rage forevermore.
Press buttons.
Rauban! Where since antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ul dynasty, we have wrought sand into gold. Where by the grace and glory of Nalthal have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Ul'dah!
There, at the Flame General's back flies the Grand Company's standard. Note the sigil. The golden scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might.
Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm. In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Cartano, None spent more in blood and gold than we.
There are definitely some changes that aren't
Was the
as
Seventh
obvious, I guess.
Imperial Legion laid low.
So that's how it happened. How soon history forgets.
Yet many left our gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers
15?
and sisters, that they
I
might
think.
know happiness in the great beyond, as Thal's honored guests. If the fates were fair, the price we paid that day would have bought us victory. Alas, they are not. And now, but 5 years into this 7th umbral era,
Man, he sounds like he's 30.
sacrifice which
Yeah.
grants us our strength.
His current VA that he gets at the first expansion is definitely a better
A people
match.
divided, downtrodden, and enthralled.
Or maybe that's just because I'm more used to it because
Where
of all
are the merciful alms of the
content.
rich? Where is the just steel of the righteous? I ask you, is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their lives to save? You who call this living, dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is but a slow death. Our enemies surround us. The savage hordes of the Amalja wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines of trade.
Yeah, Alvino's current VA is
Meanwhile,
top notch.
The Garleans make mock of our borders and despoil our land of its natural wealth. We stand on a precipice, yet we do not act. Whether trader or soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided Uldar stands to fall. Victory and fortune walk hand in hand. Ye who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor, but to the boundless wealth of the world beyond. Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth. In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you,
Hi, Sultana.
line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from Uldar, but to restore her to prosperity. As the realm prospers, so shall Uldar. As Uldar prospers,
Is Bralon gonna
so
turn
shall the
evil?
people.
You'll have to wait and find out.
Yeah, for Uldar!
Any preference on Garen Company? My main is in the Order of the Twin Adder, but not really. I'll just let chat pick.
Raubon,
Hi, Nanamo. When do I get my little Nanamo? I need her to sit on my shoulder.
people of Uldar, I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you. Much has been made of the wealth of Uldar. Yet those who measured that wealth in coins and carats are gravely deceived. For the true wealth of Uldar lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people.
You greedy bastards!
Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Uldar, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Long live Nanamo!
Glory to the Sultana!
Victory and fortune, stride fearless into the inferno, for we are by fire reborn!
Carrots, as in the way you measure the weight of gold. Density of gold? Oh.
Forsooth!
The time is now!
Fancy meeting you again.
Feels a bit intentional. Like the developers wanted it. Uldans have a long history of conflict with the Amalja, the beast tribes that worship the primal Ifrit. Judging by your look of distaste, I take it you have encountered them. The Uldans do not shy away from confrontation. If aught threatens their precious prosperity, they will seek to crush it. So have they dealt with Ifrit thus far, smouldering his flames each time he is stoked to life. Yet he is but one of several problems. Though they have been quiet these past 5 years, the Garleans have not gone away. Meanwhile, refugees continue to arrive in droves, and Ul'dah has no clear policy on how to deal with them. After all, not even the Sultanate's coffers are boundless, and even assuming they had the coin, resources will be ever finite. Which brings me back to the subject of Ifrit. It has been observed that the Mamolja are summoning him with ever-increasing frequency. Every time they do so, the Ul'dah send their forces to smite the Primal, and though they invariably succeed, each victory is brought with blood. It is a war of attrition, which they cannot well sustain. Small wonder, then, that the Immortal Flames are eager to recruit more members. At such a desperate hour, an adventure of your experience could be a most welcome addition. Okay, thanks, kid. If you have no attachments to the twins, this whole conversation just feels weird. It's like, why are you giving out ads for all of these grand companies, child? Oh, it is Expedition dumb, for sure.
Galleons are another matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride.
My heart swells with the pride of finally getting a chocobo.
700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
Did you look as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say.
Thanks, Alfie.
The crimson field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the black longship represents a pirate vessel.
When the Garlean Empire marched upon Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom standard, and our grand company was
reborn.
All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilthier's bloody executioners. And together, we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Cartano. That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa.
The United States strength of Limsa.
I swear to you, no army ever fought harder or with more courage. Yet many of ours did not survive.
I guess they should have fought harder then.
Remembering those who fought in the name of freedom
terrible.
And fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom. Much as the beast tribes have. Small wonder. Beneath the surface, one would struggle to tell them apart.
It has been 5 long years since the calamity struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep. But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit, Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again?
Mizzen Mast is a
Yet
fun
there
word.
are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano.
I was gonna say, Bahamut kind
Creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god.
of put a crimp in things.
Those fishback
The Sahagin have risen?
While the mines of Ogomoro spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire. Even now, the curs fly their
Thank you for the
flags
hydrate.
within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes.
Who would do that?
How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck? There is but one course left to us.
Stretch.
One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both, and see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the Calamity has reopened twixt pirate and maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest.
Huzzah!
Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of
Hey, what's Menphilia doing here?
To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard, and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And
Always gotta
with
stretch to
guidance of
prevent
the
mutinies.
navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves till sea swallows all.
Long live the Admiral!
Gather the lads!
Ha! Where's me cutlass? I'll follow ye to the seven hells, Admiral!
Fancy meeting you again.
You said that already. As the Admiral mentioned in her address, Limsa is plagued by two beast tribes. The first are the fish-like Sahagin, worshippers of the primal Leviathan. The second are the kobolds, who dwell beneath the earth and take the primal Titan for their god. As if the beast tribe's presence weren't troublesome enough, the Garleans have also chosen to erect a fortress right in Luminson's backyard. I can word. And that is to say naught of the eternal strife. As a nation of pirates, there is no end to the blood feuds between various factions. And while they fight amongst themselves, the Garleans whet their blades and watch. If the Lominsons are to have any hope of withstanding the Empire, they must first resolve their own conflict. Alvino, we saw each other 5 minutes ago. True. Difference must be set aside, and the primal threat must be dealt with once and for all. To this end, I expect that they will soon take decisive action against the beast tribes. Mark my word, the Maelstrom standard will be drenched in a deeper shade of crimson ere long. That are capable of entry, yeah. But will you sail with the Admiral? Emmi, this is Menphilia. Are you well? I hope. You are well, I hope. Would I be correct in thinking that the final remembrance services has now concluded? A moment ago, you say. What a coincidence. Jesting aside, I trust you remember our guests from the Grand Companies? Well, delighted though they are to have them here at the Waking Sand, it would not do to keep them in suspense any longer than is necessary. In short, hurry back. Pray return to the waking sense. Alright, chat. Which grand company am I choosing? It's up to you. It's up to you. Maelstrom Pirates? The Mortal Flame Merchants? Or the 12 Wood Sages? Adders, Sages. Seems we got one vote from the Maelstrom. Tell them if they don't wait, you won't join them. Yeah. Adder. Oh gosh. We've got one vote for pirates, one vote for Adder. Two votes for Adder. Which ones let you hang out with the most, with Lalafels the most? I have no idea. I assume it would be the Immortal Flames, but I don't know if that matters. Personally, I've always been an Immortal Flames guy myself. Welcome on, 743. Hello, hello, hello. Flames, then pirates. It would be the Immortal Flames. Yeah, I figured. Welcome back, Emmi. With the Grand Leader's, company leader's words as illuminating as you had hoped, each nation is behest with problems. I trust you see now why your services are in such demand. Would that there were more of you, Emmi. My vote is for Chaos, but that's a whole entirely separate faction. Okay, so we've got one vote for Pirates, 2 votes for Adder, 1 vote for the Immortal Flames. Any final votes? You must be tired from your journey. Why don't you rest a while and take a moment of reflection on your decision? Once your mind is made up, pray give the Grand Company officers your answers. So that's 2 votes for Pirates, 2 votes for Adders.
What Grand Company our adventurer friend
and 1 for Flames. So now we have a tie.
The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Brother, are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The so-called remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies. As though the Calamity and 7th Umbral era warranted scarcely a mention.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies. Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None. I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity? No, dear Alize, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them.
This version.
Are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds.
This version of Alphino,
Needless to say, the beast tribes and
sounds like he's
tribes
like
do little to
scheming
alleviate the
constantly.
pain. So, The task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the...
God, he's insufferable.
With a little help from our friends, the Grand Companies. Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the calamity behind us.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience.
No, he is scheming. It's just... it's complicated.
There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I need to find it.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same.
Have fun in Coil, Alize. Yeah.
Eye to eye.
I should hope so.
My lady!
We are to escort you!
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all. The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
Dun dun dun. Alright. We have a split. We have a 2 pirate, 2 adder split. Has someone not voted and would like to make the tiebreaker? Flip a coin. Ugh, it's so hard. It's so hard to be me. Hold on. Alright. We'll do... Tails is adder. Heads is maelstrom. Flipping... Heads. So we're going maelstrom. Sup? How was the Admiral's speech? Ah, but you needn't explain that you stood before me now. Your answer is enough. You resolved to join the Maelstroms, yes? That's the spirit, lass. With allies like you, how much stronger is our crew? Let us brave the seas together, friend. Now the choice is made, it is time to add your name to our rolls. Make your way to Maelstrom Command, back in Limsa. Can you imagine doing that IRL in front of the recruitment officers? What, flipping a coin? 'Tis up on the upper decks in case you haven't forgot. Like you're only joining because you flipped heads. Yeah, yeah. Send me to the aft castle. Hey, Leventra, what business you have at Maelstrom Command? My name is Emmi Arcos. I believe you're expecting me. Emmi Arcos. I, our recruitment officer, sent word of your coming. It shall be my honor to induct you into the ranks of the Maelstrom. Now, before I can accept your oath, you must be made aware of several... Sir! Something's attacking. What is it, Private? This had better be important. Sir, we have received a report from a lookout in Lower Lenosia, sir. Imperial forces have fired upon the High Wind Skyway ships. The vessel's in a bad way, sir, and appears to be banking for an emergency landing in Cedarwood. Cedarwood? God damn it, we have no troops available in that area. The bulk of our infantry is bogged down on the coast, skirmishing with the fishbacks. Arcos, this is highly irregular, but I fear your first duty in service to the Maelstrom must needs be unofficial. If our man in Lower Lenosia is correct, the airship will come down in the territory crawling with Imperial scouts. If there are survivors, any survivors, We must reach them before the Guardians do. Make haste to the Cedarwood. Locate the airship, and if any of its occupants are alive, make sure they come to no further harm. We will see about swearing you in upon return. I just want my mount. I'm just here for my mount. Okay, I need to take a really quick break. I will be back in 2 minutes. BRB. And we're back. It's good to know about the rolling random. I'll do that in the future. How do I get out of here? How do I get out of here? Oh, I just jumped off the wrong way. Whoops. That's not what I wanted. I didn't know if my gear needed to be repaired, but I repaired it. I gotta set up glamours offline. Really does feel like it's about to rain. It's got a good fog. Everybody remember that time that everybody actually changed clothes to go into a winter area? That was amazing. It's my favorite part of that expansion pack. Like, oh my god, everybody put on a different outfit to go into the tundra. Yeah, for Endwalker, when they go to, you know. Very thematic it was. True. Plus my boy looked fly as hell. Yeah, that would be nice if it would make a comeback. In Evercold. Give us jackets. Give us our jackets back. Also, I feel like we need a better like shortening of Endwalker, because it's like for ew. An adventure. What are you doing out here? Oh, wait, let's find some cover first. Is this Biggs? Maelstrom Commander sent you. How could I know you're not an Imperial spy? You don't even have a uniform. PD, sir. We are the Maelstrom. You are Garland Ironworks engineer, yes? One of our lookout reports the attacks of your craft. We're here to rescue you. The devs say they don't have a favorite. Meanwhile, they gave him the most expensive coat on the market board. Did they? That's funny. My boy's also rolling in cash. Assuming we're talking about the same person. You must be Arcos. Good work on reaching our friend here before the Imperials. I've never seen a craft of this design. It must be Garland's work. Is there no end to this man's treachery? The secrets of Magitech belong in the hands of the Imperials, and not to be squandered on Eorzean savages. No, Wedge! We're taking this craft back to the fortress. Dismantle it if you must, and bring the engineer. Someone must pay for Garland's crimes. Scouting party from Castrum Occidens, I'd say. It seems they want your ship engineer. Wedge, you have to help him. That fool of a Lalafell was hiding inside the tiny Bronco. The tiny Bronco? Isn't that the new design people have been whispering about? It's the first airship we've built since the Calamity, and the first since Master Garland, well, since he went missing. After years of work, she finally was ready for her first test flight, and she was soaring, she really was, till those bastards blasted her out of the sky. All right, pay attention. We're gonna hit these Imperials hard and fast. If they want a souvenir from Eorzea, they can have a knife to the gut, but they're not getting that ship. Oh, and don't forget to save the Lalafell. What say you, Arcos? Ready to give those curs a hiding? Like a tidal wave, lads. Charge. To ambush. An ambush. To arms. Me and my book. We're coming. Well, there you go. Because so was I. If you were referring to the newest addition to the team. Though let's be fair, he's been around since before Heavensward, technically. Our favorite shy boy. I know, I love him. He's so cute. And I swear to God, if we don't get our adventure with him, I'm gonna be so mad. It's all that boy wants. Well, is that thing running away? We did it! Duty complete. Biggs! Oh. He's got onion hair. That's what this hairstyle reminds me of. Onions. Wedge, you should have stayed with the ship. You shouldn't have stayed with the ship. That was a close one. Too damn close. So, how's she look anyway? The auxiliary propeller is dead, but I think we can wring enough thrust for the main propeller to get us airborne. A few minor modifications and we should be able to fly the tiny Bronco home. We'll stand watch till the ship's ready to take off. The Imperials will come looking for their scouts eventually, but I doubt they'll be here for a good while yet. What, because Wedge isn't the hot one? You saying that he's not the hot one? Akos, you're free to return to the Maelstrom Command and complete your induction. Ordinarily, I'd ask you to stay, but I think we all feel better knowing an adventurer of your ability was safely sworn in and ready for the next mission. Just wanted to say, sorry, you know, for calling you an Imperial spy and all that. Got that one wrong, didn't I? Seriously though, if I hadn't been for you and the Maelstrom lads here, we'd have been chained up in a dungeon by now. I'm in your debt, friend. We both are. Wedge. What? Oh my god, the bunny ears in the hat. Ah! Hi, Adachi. Thank you so much for coming on in. Thank you. We're very grateful. I hope you're doing well today. Right. We saved Biggs and Wedge, you guys. We saved them. Your model is wonderful. Really fits the vibe, too. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. Positive. Hi. Just got done playing FF myself. Have we met Sid yet? No. Well, sort of. Yes, but no. Were you playing Final Fantasy XIV or a different Final Fantasy? I realize I need to teleport to the aft castle. It's left. Final Fantasy XIV was playing catch up to the current patch. Oh, yes. I haven't played past 7.0, so I've restarted an alt to play through stuff leading up to Evercold, so I'll get to 7.1 to 7.5 someday. Welcome back, Arcos. I just heard the report. You needn't be concerned about the engineers. They completed their return without further Imperial interference. God, I want to make an alt, but I also don't. This game is so long. It is. I'm just, you know, just doing it for the streams. Doing it for the streams. And because I really wanted to replay it. I must admit I had my doubts at first, but you seemed like the stories about you were true. I look forward to seeing what else you're capable of after you've probably been inducted into the Maelstrom, of course. Now, speaking of your induction... Here's some paint. Making it all is like playing The Witcher 3 again twice. Wow, you haven't done any of the new raids. I have not. I have not done any of the new raids. It's true. New Game Plus might scratch the itch, but I do like leveling. My main is a Makote, and I didn't want to Fantasia her because it would be too weird. And so I was like, I'll just make her that looks kind of like my model, and then we'll have it be me. So excellent taste. Thank you, thank you. I love my little Makote, Emmi. She's also named Emmi. But she's my main, and your model is definitely adorable, by the way. I love the blue and gold. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, when I play, like, current stuff, I always play my main. So when we get back to 7.0, maybe we'll, go back. A friend of mine played for a year, became an Omni crafter, and never left a rummy board. That's funny. But when we get back up to 7.0, I'll have to swap over to other Emmi to play through. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll have gotten so attached to this Emmi at that point. Who knows? But that Emmi has got a lot more stuff. Maybe I'll Fantasia that Emmi. Who knows? No one knows what the life holds. I've level 100 everything just because I have no life and I've loved this game for too long. Activate cat ears. Bing! I have max level all healers and tanks and crafters. But, and a number of DPS, but not all the DPS. I only did raiding in Endwalker. I did the P1 through 4 Savage. You're welcome here, Emmi Arcos. That such a well-respected adventurer would choose to join our ranks is most heartening. Before you swear your allegiance to us, however, it is only right that I tell you what it is you will be joining. A grand company is more than a simple collection of soldiers. It is an all-encompassing organization which draws upon the resources of an entire city-state to form a united military force capable of standing against a nation's deadliest enemies. Thank you so much for the follow, Adachi, and welcome to the archive. We of the Maelstrom are charged with meeting the threats posed by the Primals and the Guardian Empire, and solving the many problems caused by the Calamity. Every man and woman who serves under our colors has a role to play in keeping the great warship that is limbs afloat, and on whatever heading Chief Admiral Mervib sees fit to set. Cute! Oh, thank you. As a part of the grand vessel, you will be expected to take your turn at the oars, for the winds do not look favorably, lass, and the strength of arm may be all that sets us safe to port. Been watching your videos, finally caught a stream. Hello. Hi, Yertle! Thank you so much. I'm glad you've been watching my videos. I appreciate that. How are you doing today? Arcos is customary for new recruits to swear an oath of their own, choosing upon entering the Maelstrom's ranks. Is there aught you'd like to say? Ooh, welcome. Emmi streams are great live. Oh, long. You're very silly. Thank you. You have my oath. What skills are you? What? I like to say, you have my sword till sea swallows all, because I don't use a sword. So, there you go. Yeah, I have a YouTube channel where all my VODs go, and in addition to some other videos that I've made over the years. Because I don't use a sword, so this isn't a real oath. You have what skills I have are yours, till sea swallows all. Good. Had a random moment with a guy who said, I don't know boss relative, and left. Though I've never met him in my life, but hey, joke's on him, I made 7 million gil. Oh. I'd like to make 7 million gil. I could afford a house. Win the lottery 7. Ah yes, the many and varied skills of an adventurer. I doubt that your travels have furnished you with such knowledge as power as will prove invaluable to our cause. I swear on oath to be loyal forever unless I want to do other Grand Company stuff. Exactly, exactly. Emmi Arcos, I hereby assign you the rank of Storm Private 3rd Class. You are now officially a soldier of the Maelstrom. Welcome aboard, Private. May you serve limbs well till sea swallows all. I just found you this second. I hear videos. Yes, videos. But thank you for finding me this second. I appreciate it. Can you hear me, Emmi? This is Minfilia. An officer of the Maelstrom contacted me with news of your enlistment. My congratulations, Private Arcos. I have no doubt that you are eager to make the acquaintances of your new comrades, but I would ask that you pay a visit to your old ones first. Remember, though you are now sworn woman of the storm, you are no less a scion. Pray return to the waking sands at your earliest convenience. Some friends here who would like you very much to meet. We shall be waiting. Oh, VA, and you can sing. Cool. I'm gonna get embarrassed. I'm gonna get embarrassed. No rest for the wicked, eh? Before you make yourself scarce, I recommend having a word with Commander Riki. Might be worth your while. Give me my boy. Give me my chocobo boy. Or girl. Give him to me. Give me my chocobo! Yes! Finally, you guys. Who's got the there's the quest. Sorry if I'm too hyper. No, you're doing great. She's gone chocobo crazy. Yeah, because I get my chocobo. Well, if it isn't Private Arcos, I must say tales of your excuse me. Tales of your deeds have been an inspiration to the troops. Our duties take us far and wide, and I wager you've slogged across quite a few moms of the countryside on naught but your own 2 feet. Such a sterling soldier of the Maelstrom deserves her own steed. Let us see about having you one issued. All you need to do is obtain a Storm Chocobo issuance by exchanging a company seal with the quartermaster. Once you have this deed, present it to Fragrim, and she will get you saddled up with one of our trusty birds. Bless you, thank you. Wait, I have to get seals first? I have to get seals to get my chocobo? What is this? Good morning, I came here from Japan to hang out. Hi, Yuki, nice to meet you. お前はエミです。Yeah, you have to do guild leaves. It's silly. どうぞよろしく. I do? Yeah. I said I was Emmi. How do I do guild leaves? Undertake. So it's a... Wait. Okay. I have to figure out. I've forgotten how to do these. Hunting log? A hunting log doesn't give those to you, right? Oh, okay. Sandgate. Eastern Thanolin. Is there one in Lenosia? Upper Lenosia. Well, I guess I'll leave and see what happens. You can pick them up from leave mates. There's also GC hunting logs too. Yes. Eastern. So Eastern goes to Upper. Or Middle goes to... yeah. Whatever. I guess I'll run over there. Hunting log? Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing it. I gotta do a hunting log thing. Don't worry, you'll get your Grand Company seals for your Chocobo just by going through the story. I will. Oh, I will. Look at that. Don't even have to do anything else. Why, thank you. But for some reason, I have to go over here and complete this quest and then teleport back, which is kind of silly, but that's fine. Gotta figure out which dye color matches closely with my dye aesthetic. So that whenever I start dyeing things, we can be blue. We like blue. How difficult are dyes to acquire? Not super difficult. Pure white's like one of the most expensive, or at least it used to be. Welcome back, Emmy. Welcome back. It seems you wasted no time putting your skills to work. How do I know? Why, the recruitment officer called to regale me with a tale of your heroics. The pride in his voice was palpable. We Scions are truly fortunate to have you with us, Emmy. Now, last we spoke, I wanted you to meet some of my friends, did I not? Well, I neglected to mention that you have already met. Tadaru, please show them in. You look like an O3rd blue. I'll keep that in mind. This way, says. Thanks for getting us out of that mess. We owe you our lives. But I don't think we properly introduced ourselves. I'm Biggs. Starlock! Thank you so much for the raid! Thank you so much. How are you doing today? You're playing Chill With You Lo-Fi Story. How was that? Was it chill? Was it lo-fi? Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you're doing well today. If you don't know me, I am Archivist Emmi. It's super nice to meet all of you. And we're playing Final Fantasy XIV. Ads. We got the ads. The ads happen. Yeah, it happens. When Minfilia starts casually summoning you all the time and gets on your nerves, congrats, you're officially a warrior of light. Yes, it's true. But I don't think we've probably introduced ourselves. I'm Biggs. And I'm... God's man, spit it out, will you? Wedge at your service! I'm pleased to say that Biggs and Wedge will be staying with us for a while. Magitech-driven contraptions such as airships grow ever more vital to the city-states of Eorzea. As a neutral party, it was judged that we Scions should serve as keepers of this technology. Of course, for this we need the knowledge of experts, so we requested the assistance of Garland Ironworks, and who so very kindly sent us two of their finest engineers. But yes, Starlock, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you're doing well today. A happy family continues to grow. On behalf of the Scions, I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands. Pray return, as always. Like every soul here, I love Eorzea, and I count my blessings to have been given this chance to stand with you all and fight for the future of the realm. Never have I known such fulfillment, such happiness. Let me at least get this quest before I run back. I need to investigate the sylphs.
Now, having set aside the formalities...
Thank you, Locke. How are you doing today? And you were chilling with Lo-Fi Story? How is it? I hadn't gotten past 1.0. That's okay. Final Fantasy XIV is one of my favorites. I'm just replaying a lot of stuff because I tried to remember things that I definitely forgot. But thank you again for the raid. I really appreciate it. And I hope you're doing well, and I hope you rest up, take care of yourself. Like, maybe had 20, 40 hours tops of Realm Reborn life. Nice. That's decently far into it. Now, having set aside formalities...
We have a favor to ask of you.
Okay, just start talking. That's fine.
Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder.
I know, and I practically nothing of the 15-ish years of Final Fantasy XIV evolution. Thank you for lurking. Please take care of yourself. Go eat, drink, rest. And thank you once again for the raid. I appreciate it.
Papalimo, Ida, a synopsis if you would.
Our task was to survey the behavior of the Sylphs, a beast tribe indigenous to the Twelveswood.
how to describe them. They look like gizmo.
No, Ida's voice is so weird.
Floating ones that worship the primal Ramu.
Though technically a beast tribe, sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor, conducive to peaceful communication.
Offering us an invaluable opportunity to learn what the beast tribes know of the primals.
While
Yeah, but
their
with
rules'
Papalima, it
existence
doesn't
is
matter so
well
much.
documented, the sylphs do not, or perhaps cannot, summon the primal any longer, insofar as can be ascertained. Until such time as we know, it would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by the primal has passed.
Which leaves Gridania with the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about.
In that regard, they are hardly alone. What we can say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda.
The English voice acting in Final Fantasy 14 is really great too. Yeah, especially when they completely recast the cast in Heavensward. In Japanese, Papalimo sounds like an elementary school kid. Oof. I can imagine.
Who, I need hardly remind you, is among the most savage and terrible of all known primals.
Which one? Titan?
In short, it is essential that we
Oh,
approach
Rama?
the sylphs in as diplomatic a manner as possible.
It's great once everyone got
Words and
replaced.
actions can be
Rip.
misconstrued. The only sure way to communicate our intentions is the echo. Winning the sylphs' favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. Will you help us?
Yes.
I am grateful.
Lovely. Well, as much as I'd like to help, I'm afraid I would be of little use to anyone in Gridania.
Though while I do like
Babe in the woods.
though I do like Thancred's new voice actor, I am sad that Talus and Jaffe got replaced.
Ida and Papalimo, however, should be able to see the forest for the trees. Is that not so, Minfilia?
Indeed. You are willing?
Leave it to me.
Us, Ida, us!
Yeah, he really did do well. Alright, before any of this happens, I gotta teleport back and get my chocobo. Praise thy thigh. It's true. I have thighs. Chocobo. I always do this every time. It's because I'm so used to being at the adder one, which is... Do you have the teleportation tickets? I do. Look at that. That's fancy. I'm lost. Maybe that's why she broke up with her boyfriend. She asked for a birthday present in that Urianger style way. Poor Urianger catching strays. Okay, who was I supposed to give this to? Oh, I gotta buy it first. There it is. Alright. Now I got it. Now where's the person who's supposed to be giving it to me? Oh. Oh, they're literally over there. Okay. Full work call. Hiya! Give me a chocobo. On a bird issued, you say? I only need to see your storm chocobo issuance. I got it right here. Take it. Yes, everything appears to be in order. One moment, please. I'll be right back with your chocobo. And here he is. The fellow's been in high spirits the past few bells. He must have sensed his new master was coming. Now then, to make it official, you want to give your noble steed a name. A name, God! A name! Quit. Chat, what should I name him? What's my favorite job? I am a scholar main. Quit. Boca. Does that just mean mouth in Spanish? So this is the name of my chocobo. And it's the name of my chocobo because a few years ago I was playing Final Fantasy X and I was playing it with people watching me, and they got to name all the summons, and they named Anima Lenny. So they just came this running joke about naming things Lenny. And so that's what I ended up naming my chocobo, is Lenny. Poltrygeist. Poultrygeist. Ha, that's pretty funny. I named my chocobo Que. Hi, T-Bird. Welcome on in. Que is cute. Trying to think of, like, cute mascots from things that I could name. There, that's what I name him. It is unfortunate that the name has... Does it have to be unique? Interesting. So you're saying I can't name him Lenny? That's terrible. I'm looking around my office for inspiration. Lenny too. Yeah. Could name him can name him Toothless. That's probably taken. Yellow Bean. I like it. I always try to have a name until something sticks. Lenifer. Name your chocobo Toothless. No way this isn't taken. Oh, yes it was. How'd no one ever not name their chocobo Toothless? It is now! Oh, there are no How to Train Your Dragon fans in this universe? Alright. They were working their way through the named Lennies. Unless I misremembered it needing to be unique. I was pretty sure. Retainers needed to be unique. Ah. That's fine. Toothless is great. Keeps me from naming it Ilya Malinin. Let me tell you, I was this close. I was like, I'm just gonna do it. I had nothing else to put in there. Speaking of retainers. Don't you lull at me, Wonk. Yeah, where's, gotta pull out the boy. Where is... Hire a retainer. Alright, you guys. What retainer should I have? I'll let you guys make one of the two. Don't make me make it a bunny boy. Make a Lenny. Archivist Iliad. Wong, don't tempt me. Keep the tradition alive. Don't let your dreams be memes. Yeah. Bunny men are cute, it's true. So, can't believe I'm doing this. What about a red hair? I know. There's always a part of me that's like, I could just make Graha. just make Graha. Just do it. Just do it. That sounds promising. Minimum height. My minimum height boy. I gotta figure out what hair for this. Just so we know, I'm blaming Wong for this. This is Wong's fault. Yeah. No, I'm trying to match it to a real person. The only reason I chose Makote is because Ilias joked that he's a cat. Let the fangirl flow through you. Thank you. I don't know. His hair is kind of like this at the Olympics. They need to be like way paler though. Customization! You know it. Elvis hair. Is that what it looks like? Is that Elvis hair? I have no idea. Yeah, we'll go with this. This is fine. Face. That's probably fine. Yeah, that's good. Looks like the youngest of them all. Boy never goes out in the sun, so. Down they big bulb. What? Color. I don't know, his eyes are kind of blue. Seekers of the Sun actually avoids sun. More news at 11. I just want the cat eyes. The cat eyes are are fun. I like my cat eyes. Yeah, whatever. This is fine. These all look very similar. Get rid of those. Anything else? Tail shape. Yeah, regular tail's good. Oh yeah, fluffy tail. Love a fluffy tail. Perfect. This is great. I did it. All right. That seems good enough. Thank you so much for the follow, Asterion of the Minotaurs, and welcome to the archive. That's the sound that that guy makes. No. Perfect. Just look how happy he is. I can think of several retainers that are exactly as you described. Oddly enough, they have a striking different personalities. Would you be so kind as to state your preference? Rough, serious, carefree, independent, lively. Well, well, I've just had the very vengeful mind. When summoned, this retainer will greet you. I have made a mistake. maiden I was hoping to see. Tell me your heart's desire. And when dismissed, the retainer will bid you so. Then I have satisfied your every need. Excellent. I do so take pleasure in servicing my clients. Excellent. It's also customary to give a retainer an appellation of one's own making. A nickname, as it were. We find this deepens bonds between... Oh, rude. Oh god, that's one hell of a way to a Greek person and leave. Yeah. Do it the informal Mikote way. This is like the way a Mikote would actually write their name. Oh my gosh, what is this? What is this game? Can I just type his full name? I guarantee you this is taken. Yes! I love it. Perfect. Good times, guys. I did it. Anyway, I now have a bank set up, so that's nice. They did it. You see? They did it. Okay, so running a little long today, so we're probably gonna stop here for now. Got my retainers fixed up. They're all good. I'll need to make a second one. I'll make a second one offline, probably. But yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for joining me today. I super appreciate it. I had lots of fun hanging out. Going through this A Realm Reborn with all of you. Thank you very much for being here. And I will be back on Thursday. Same time, same place. More Final Fantasy XIV. Super fun to be here. Oh, thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you. We're gonna read out to a new person who's also playing Final Fantasy XIV because it says their affiliate anniversary week. So, go say hi. Have a good one, Cthulhu. Thank you for the hydrate again. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Positive. Thank you, Wong. Thank you, T-Bird. Thank you, Yuki. Yeah, I bet the character designs are different between the Japanese servers. I would love to see what they look like. But yes, thank you, everybody. Super happy for all of you to be here. I'll be back on Thursday at the same time, like I said. More Final Fantasy XIV, and we'll be doing this for a little while. And then after we get out of A Realm Reborn, I'll probably do them on Sundays. Do it on Sundays. Yeah. That's the goal. That's the plan. So please take care of yourself. Please take care of others. Be kind to yourselves. And I will see you all soon. See ya, Emmi-chan. I hope to be here next time, but it's already 1:30 a.m. Hopefully positive. If not, you can always check out the VODs. Get lots of rest, everybody. I'll see you all soon. As always, I'm Archivist Emmi. Ta-ta for now.